Artemis, the Greek goddess of the hunt, was known for her beauty and strength. She was born to the gods Zeus and Leto and was the twin sister of Apollo. Artemis was always fiercely independent, preferring to roam the forests and mountains with her bow and arrow, hunting wild game. One day, while she was out on a hunt, Artemis came across a beautiful stag. She followed it deep into the forest, tracking its every move. As she was about to release her arrow, she noticed that the stag was actually the god Actaeon, who had been turned into a stag as punishment for seeing Artemis bathing in the river. Artemis was filled with compassion for Actaeon, and she decided to spare his life. She turned him back into a human and warned him never to speak of what he had seen. Actaeon, grateful for her mercy, promised never to reveal her secret and went on his way. But, unfortunately, he was unable to keep his promise. Word spread quickly of Artemis's beauty, and Actaeon could not resist telling his friends and family about it. When the goddess heard of his betrayal, she was furious. She punished Actaeon by turning him into a stag once again, this time permanently. From that day on, Artemis continued to roam the forest, hunting and protecting the creatures that lived there. She was revered by all who knew her, for she was a symbol of strength, independence, and compassion. Her legend lived on, inspiring future generations to follow in her footsteps and embrace their own inner strength. As time passed, the people of Greece began to call upon Artemis for help in times of trouble. They would offer her sacrifices and pray for her blessings, and she would answer their calls, appearing to them in the form of a shooting star. One day, a young woman named Callisto came to Artemis, seeking her protection. Callisto had been wronged by Zeus, who had taken her as one of his many lovers, and she feared for her safety. Artemis took Callisto under her wing, and the two of them roamed the forests and mountains together, hunting and living as sisters. But one day, Zeus learned of Callisto's whereabouts, and he came looking for her. Callisto was forced to flee, and she was eventually transformed into a bear. Artemis, filled with anger at Zeus's cruelty, took the bear under her protection, promising never to abandon her friend. Years went by, and Callisto lived as a bear, hunted by men who sought to harm her. But Artemis was always there, watching over her and protecting her from harm. And when Callisto was finally killed, Artemis was heartbroken. She placed the bear's body in the sky, where it could shine forever as the constellation Ursa Major. Artemis continued to roam the earth, hunting and protecting all that she held dear. And to this day, people still remember the goddess of the hunt, and they look to the sky, where her constellation shines bright, as a symbol of her strength, independence, and compassion.